Hello everyone, Nicholson here, and welcome to Coming Soon Movie News with Nicholson. Today I'm going to be reviewing Ben Affleck's new upcoming film, The Accountant. Now, I got to go to a special advance screening of this movie. This review will be coming out on October 12th, because the embargo doesn't lift until October 12th, and even though I'm not part of any official journalistic publication, I still don't want to get my video removed or anything of that sort, so I'm complying by the rules for the embargo. But I wanted to get my thoughts out, as quickly as I could. And I gotta say, this movie really surprised me. The trailers for the movie make it out to be an action thriller. I would say it is neither of those. And that's not a bad thing. I would say the marketing of the movie made it a little bit more fast-paced than it is. This movie is really more of a character drama. Ben Affleck's character is a character, and you see him from his childhood all the way through adulthood. There's going to be some minor spoilers in this review, by the way, but not anything major or anything of that sort. Just, little things that most likely the trailers have given away. I've actually stayed away from most of the trailers. I remember seeing the first trailer when it came out. It sold me on the film. I love Gavin O'Connor as a director. Warriors, one of the best sports movies ever made. It's an amazing film just on its own, but especially in terms of sports, it's incredible. I mean, I was sold on Ben Affleck. Anna Kendrick's in it. J.K. Simmons is in the movie. Just overall, John Bernthal's in the film. I mean, it had a great cast, so I was intrigued by it. But I gotta say, the storyline of the film is really what grabbed you, or grabbed me, I should say, and will most likely grab you. The way that it uses the character to advance the story, along with the action, like nothing feels out of place in this film, yet there are so many different themes going on at the same time. There were moments in this film where I felt I got reminiscent of Silver Linings Playbook. There were some scenes in the film where I was reminiscent of the movie Shooter. What were some of the other ones? There were several that I saw or that I thought of when I was watching the film, and I was surprised by it because I didn't think that it was ripping them off, and I didn't think that they were intentionally, referencing them, but the way that it came about was natural, but it reminded me of how effective it was done in these films, and how this is doing a similar, if not better job in some circumstances. And so I really liked that. The best part of the movie to me, though, was how subtle, like Ben Affleck's performance stand out of the film, by and large. The way, the subtlety of his character. He's a character who suffers from severe autism, but he's on the positive side of the spectrum, so he's fully functional to a degree. Insanely smart. He has the ability, once he focuses on something, he puts all of his energy into it until it's finished. But when he was growing up, his autism was so severe that his father found a way to help channel his focus, if you will. And it was through intense training with martial arts experts and different specialists in different fields as he was growing up, which is one of the reasons why he's so efficient in what he does. And just the humor in the movie, there is a massive amount of humor. I remember the theater that I was in, the people were laughing throughout the film, and you're not laughing at it, and it's not punchline humor, it's situational humor, and it's enjoyable because you've invested in these characters already, even some of them only meeting them on screen for a minute or two. And the way that they're written, the way they're directed, and the way they act it just brings you into the film. I was so overjoyed by this movie after I saw it. I mean, the way that the characters interact, the way the different themes blend together. There are a lot of things going on in this film, but at the same time, it's not a fast-moving movie. Sorry, there's a fly in here. It's not a fast-moving film. Like, it's not quick pace, but it also doesn't feel like it drags along. It's such a unique and different movie. I was so surprised by it that I tweeted this out after I saw it. I mean, my top 5, as of right now, my top 5 films of 2016 are, I can't remember the exact order, but it was Hell or High Water, Captain America Civil War, I want to say Sing Street, I think I had Jungle Book on there, and then The Accountant is number 5. Currently, it sits as my number 5 favorite film of 2016. This movie is amazing. I loved it. But again, it is different. Don't go in expecting this movie to be a high-octane thriller. There are action sequences in the movie, but it does not rely on them. That was one of the things that really surprised me, because it hints at things that happen, much in the same way that No Country for Old Men did. Personally, though, this did it much better, because I did not like No Country for Old Men in that sense. I felt that it was a wasted opportunity in those sense, but I'm not talking about that film. We're talking about The Accountant. I highly recommend to everybody out there to go and check out this film, if not only for the incredible performance that Ben Affleck gives. It's so subtle, but you can see so much going on in there. You can see him figuring out so many things and thinking about so many things. And it's just so well done. I can't recommend this movie enough. Amazing cast, amazing directing. It's just overall a fantastic delight. So I highly recommend it. If I had to give this movie a score, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. I was gonna go 9.5, but it's not quite there. My one complaint about the film, I do feel that it could have used a little bit more action. Maybe not another action scene, but one of the sequences in the film to go on a little bit longer than it did, maybe by another minute or two. And that's a minor grievance, a very minor grievance. Outside of that, this movie just... The audience that I was around loved it. They were laughing. They were cheering throughout the film in certain sequences. It was just a blast to be in that environment watching this movie, and the quality of film that it was. So I highly recommend it. 9 out of 10 from me. You guys can check me out on Facebook and Twitter at Nicholson, Niklsun. If you have any questions or topics or anything like that, send on in an email to Movie News with Nicholson, Niklsun, at gmail.com. And as soon as I am able to, I will definitely be doing an episode where I'm answering just all user questions. And definitely click the like button below if you like this review. Maybe I'll be able to get a chance to go to more advanced screenings and to give you guys a better insight into what films are coming out. So yeah, and click that subscribe button. It would do me a great service. Thank you very much, guys, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.